Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I was working on two different videos, and collages this morning, and I was wanting to take you on my journey. And I had actually done this one the other day, and this one here I just did with the small Tim Holtz lettering tag, and just went all the way down. I really wasn't worried about whether it overlapped or not, but I thought it actually makes it even better because it looks more grungy. And if you look at documents that were really old, you see how there was some heavy inking and light inking, and I thought it just made it all the better. And then some of these were the grunge, and one of them was the blot, and this was a stamp. Then I had a butterfly stamp, and just went all the way down. And this here is another stamp that goes down the side. I got two different ones, and then these were actually Dying Reveille mushrooms, and then I stuck the Tim Holtz over top of it and pulled the butterfly and this out. But it wasn't grungy enough, so I actually just took, when I was doing some watercolors the other day, it left a grungy water residue, so I just took the grungy water and went over it to give it a little more of that effect. But then as of today, I was wanting to do another one, and I thought I would use that same technique and show you all. You know, I just kept going all the way down, and actually this one here is Dusty Concord. And I was laying it on here a while ago, the pieces, and I said, well, I think I actually want to finish filling it in, because I didn't think the middle was going to matter all that much. But you can see how overlapping it makes it look all the better, as opposed if I had my big block that has the you know, it's just all over. Like this one here is big block, but see, even that on the big block, they have some overlapping. And try not to worry too much if it gets, because you know the way my book is folded down in here, I guess I could put something underneath the pages, but you know, I guess that'll just add to it. I kind of like this Dusty Concord. It makes it more look like the pinky purple inks back in the day. But I was actually cutting out different, I'll show you here in a minute, cutting out different magazine pictures. And I was actually going to put one on this one, and then I cut out some more and made another background, and that was for that one, but I totally switched them. Okay, so that's that background, and here was my other background. This is nothing more than I took the cheap paint, Craftsmart. This one's bright orange, and just went over the page, let that fully dry. And then I took my, this is one of my homemade stamps that I made, sort of make it look like coffee stains, and it does a good job. It was just a candle, the back side of it, and actually I had to put pins all in the candle. And then I believe this is rope raffia, and I put the hot glue down and then put the raffia in between the pins because it's so stiff that if you don't put the pins down, it will unravel. And it made a really good stamp. And I did the yellow stamp, and then for the green, I put some, I believe it was Lush Foliage, and this is Sea Sponge, and just went like this all the way around. But anyway, I had cut out some magazine pieces, and this was the one I had cut out, which I've used her before, and the flowers, and actually all these come from a magazine that come from the grocery store. And I had cut all these pieces out, and then I had cut out, let me get the other one, I had cut these pieces out, and this come from the same magazine. And anyway, I was going to do, I thought that I would put this, since I was trying to do the orange, yellows, and greens, I did this background. And I thought I'd put them on here, but when it was all said and done, and I thought, well, you know, I flipped it. I said I'm going to put these on this one, because it seemed to look so much better. And then I was back to how I was going to arrange it. And I like using these little chairs and stuff, like making a little cozy vignette. It's supposed to be in flames, and I thought, well, I went ahead and cut the flames off. I thought I could add in some later. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. Let's see. And I had, well, actually the fish is what made me want to do this whole little collage. And I noticed on some of these backgrounds you got to be careful, because some of them will lift. But I think with the Tim Holtz, I think it was pretty good about not lifting. But I think with the Diane Reveille, they will lift on you. But I think she made them where they would lift because of her applications. She has one application where you put down the inks, and then you spray them again with the water, and they can lift and giving you a nice background. So I think hers are designed that way. And you gotta work really fast with this glue. And plus, this is really thick. This magazine piece is really thick. And generally, I would not put things in this order on here, but it just works. And another thing I like to do, which I pointed out in someone else's video the other day, I was in their chat room, and she was talking about how things should be touching, and I totally agreed with that. It looks so much more cohesive when you got things touching. I mean, kind of like vignettes. When things are overlapping or they're touching. And I may add more to this, but you get the idea how these are in a 3 and these are in a 3. It's kind of like two little vignettes, but they work good together. And then this other one was my orange. And I thought it just looked so much better against this. And I've used her about 3 different times on Instagram, and if you want to follow me on there, it is Sandy So Arty, _Arty. Sandy So _Arty. And if you could, check me out on there. It's where I post all of my Instagram pics. And actually, this came out of the magazine also that came from the grocery store. It was just a whole magazine based on art. So every time I go to the grocery store, I pick one up. I think I just like how she pops against this. And then I was like, about the placement. Let's see, I think I like this one. I think this is the way it goes. See, it already unstuck. And I really don't like these points here, so I'm going to try to cover those up. See. I think I'll use that one over here. Glad that came up because I didn't like seeing that edge over there. I think I'll stick that one there. I know it looks like I'm hiding a whole lot of the background, but that's what it's supposed to look like, is background. And I had 2 more pictures, but see how that takes away from this. I really just wanted that as background noise, and this here, I want this to be the focal point. I think that's what it does exactly. I think if I added 2 more, it would really be just too much. And I think I had 2 other photos I want to show you. I had did this one the other day, and I took my watercolor brushes and tried to make like flowers without, you know, covering in the whole leaf. And actually these come out of that same magazine from the grocery store. They had some picture frames in it, and I love picture frames, cutting those out. And then I just simply did watercolors. When they were absolutely dry, I went over it with black. I used black craft paint and a dauber and filled in all these except for that one and this one. Filled it in with ink pen and put her over top. And then this one over here the other day, just the gray craft paint. Then I threw a little bit of yellow in and just mixed it all together. And these were the Tim Holtz stamps. But yeah, really love doing that. And like I said again, it's just how making them all touch makes it cohesive. But you can have 2 or 3. But, you know, as far as your focal, I kind of like things touching. It just gives it that cohesiveness. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Hope you'll subscribe. See you tomorrow.